What was the context of the starting of Mahavidya Math Circle?
Okay. See Anjali, there was a report in Times of India on 15th of Jan 2012 that there was an international exam was conducted, PISA. 73 countries participated and India ranked second last, 72 rank, way behind in science, English and maths at the international level. So I thought that we should, to overcome this gap, we should start the Mahavidya Math Circles.
Who were the topper in math and science?
Okay. So you had the China, Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea for math toppers and China, Finland, Hong Kong, Singapore and Japan for the science toppers.
What is PISA?
PISA is an exam. It's a program for international student assessment. It is conducted by OECD and it tests the educational outcomes for developing countries and other countries.
How many points were the Indians behind global topper?
The gap between the topper and the Indian students was approximately 200 points.
Why are the better education outcomes important?
See, educational outcomes are strong indicators of future economic growth. Now, if you see the recent newspaper clippings, 90% of the Indian MBAs are unemployable. It's not that they are unemployed, there are a lot of market opportunities, but they are unemployable. Unemployable means that they don't have the skill set and jobs are available. Unemployed means that they have the skill set, but there are no jobs. Now, 90% of the BTech students are unemployable, 90% of the MBA students are unemployable. So that reflects very badly on the competitiveness at the international level.
Which skills does PISA assess?
PISA accesses the skills and knowledge, that means reading, mathematical, problem solving and scientific literacy, how much does the students know. Now these are some of the skills that the students should have acquired after 10 or 12 years of basic elementary education.
What are three aims?
Three aims. The first aim is, see, what I personally feel is that if the students have to develop their intellectual caliber, they have to focus on the three M's. First aim is music, second aim is mathematics and third aim is meditation. However, what happens is the students currently are focusing on marriage and money, that is the fourth aim and fifth aim. So if you focus on music, mathematics and meditation, your career is automatically taken care of.
What did you plan the start of Mahavidya Academy?
See, I was reading a newspaper, it was a very interesting article in the newspaper that in Britain, in the United Kingdoms, what is happening is that government is cutting down on grants and scholarships that they are giving to the students, number one. Number two, the tuition fees is rising. Number three, the cost of living in England, UK is very high. So what is happening is that the girls are turning to prostitution, they are working in pubs, dance bars, and it opens them to a lot of physical and mental exploitation. Now I don't want such a situation to arise in our country, and our sisters should not face those kind of issues of high living cost, higher fees and cut in government grants and scholarships. So I thought that we should start Mahavidya Academy, wherein we will teach our sisters various competitive exams, employability skills free of cost.
What will the strategy of the develop the math circle across the country?
Okay. See, what I was hoping for is that Swami Vivekananda once said that if I get 10 or 12 boys with the faith of Nachiket, I will turn the thoughts and pursuits of this country in a new channel. So I am looking out for around 10 or 12 boys or girls. There are 621 districts, right, and 36 states and union territories. We will have a team of Nachikets in every state, every district, every taluka and every village level. And these students will volunteer, we will train them free of cost, and in return of that they will give their service for 1 hour or 2 hours in a week's time, and they will volunteer and teach the class below. So the MSc students teach the BSc students, BSc students teach the 10+2 students, and the 10+2 students start teaching 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th standard students. So it's an energy exchange, right?
Yes.
That way.
Why will the student volunteer to teach?
Okay, that's a very good question, that why would anyone give their free time which they can use for entertainment and other activities and volunteer to teach in a school or a college for 1 hour or 2 hours in a week?
Why will the student volunteer to teach?
That's a very interesting question, Anjali. Students have, when they have to allocate their time, they can either opt for entertainment or they can opt for education. Now, there are four visible benefits for the students if they volunteer. A, when they will come forward, stand near the blackboard and teach, their own learning gaps will be identified. Number one. Number two, their confidence level will increase, they will improve their presentation skills, and they will become subject matter experts, right? So it's a win-win situation for both the students as well as the learners.
What the other thought leadership initiative do you intend to propose?
Okay. See, what I was thinking is that there's a current lack of policy on math education, and I think it is anti-minorities or anti-Dalit for some reasons. What we need to do is, it's a very simple thing. Why don't the minorities and the Dalits opt for science and engineering as a career? Why do they choose BA, art subjects or commerce subjects? Now the reason is, if they apply for 11th and 12th science, they will have to pay a hefty amount for physics practicals, chemistry practicals, biology practicals, right? So the fees for a art student may be 1200 rupees or 1500 rupees, and fees for a science student would be 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 rupees. Plus, when it comes to coaching for specialized subjects, they have to spend a lot of money. Like say in a place like Bombay, spending around 1 lakh rupees for 10th standard, and 11th and 12th another 1 or 2 lakh rupees. So your budget goes off by 2 to 3 lakh rupees for 10th, 11th and 12th coaching. Plus, if you have to go for IIT coaching, you will spend another 1 to 2 lakh rupees in Kota, and the cost of living in Kota is another 1 to 2 lakh rupees. So, and then the fees to become an engineer or a doctor, and I've been told that sometimes you have to pay up to 1 crore rupees to do an MD, a Masters in Medicine degree. So that is why you find that minorities and Dalits don't opt for or don't not that much successful in science and medical careers. So what I'm proposing is, to start with, is let's say you have 10 plus 2 in PCM, physics, chemistry, maths, or 10 plus 2 in PCB, that is physics, chemistry and biology. There should also be a provision for all maths papers. So a person joins 11th standard and he has 6 papers in mathematics. He joins 12th standard, he has 6 papers in mathematics, right? How it will benefit? A, it will substantially reduce the cost of education for 11th and 12th students. The efficiency level will go up, and our students will become experts at the national and international level, right? That.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anjali.